Assalamu
everyone.
alaikum. Let me introduce myself. My name is Putri
Today,
Veronica
we'll be
from
discussing
Management
something fundamental to
22A.
both our
My
personal
NPM
and
is
professional lives, work
22,411,040.
1.
The
What is
scope
work
of
motivation?
corporate governance. The
Work
scope of
motivation
corporate
refers to the
governance
internal
refers
and
to the range
external
of
factors
principles,
that stimulate people
structures,
to engage in
processes,
work-related
and
behavior.
relationships that govern how
It's
a
what drives us to
corporation is
perform
directed
tasks,
and
pursue goals,
controlled.
and
It
remain committed
encompasses
to our
all
work.
aspects of management
There are two
accountability,
primary types of
stakeholder
motivation.
interaction, ethical
Intrinsic
standards,
motivation. This comes
transparency
from within.
practices, and
When we are
regulatory
motivated by personal
compliance. The
satisfaction
broad
or
and
the
evolving
enjoyment of the
nature
task
of
itself,
corporate
we are
governance
intrinsically
reflects
motivated.
the increasing
Extrinsic
complexity of
motivation.
global
This
business,
comes from
the
external
rise of
factors like
stakeholder
rewards,
capitalism,
recognition,
and the
or
demand for
avoiding
sustainable
negative
and ethical
consequences.
practices.
Both
At its
types are
foundation,
important, but for long-term
CORPORAT
engagement,
governance
intrinsic
involves the
motivation
relationship
often plays
between
a
the
more
shareholders,
significant role.
the board of directors,
2.
and
Psychological
management.
theories of
This
work
triangle
motivation.
is at the core of
Several
governance,
psychological theories
ensuring that
help
the
explain
interests
how
of
motivation
owners'
works.
shareholders are aligned with
Maslow's
those
hierarchy of
responsible for
needs.
making
Maslow
decisions
believes
and
that people are
executing
motivated by
business
fulfilling a series of
operations. The
needs,
board
from
and
basic
management
physiological
governance
needs to higher
systems
level
are
needs
designed
like
to reduce the risk
self-actualization.
of agency.
In the
Problems
workplace,
where managers
employees
might
must
act
have
in
their
their own
basic
interests
needs met before
rather
they can
than those
focus
of
on
the
personal
shareholders.
growth or career
One of the
development.
primary scopes of
Herzberg's
corporate
two-factor theory,
governance
according
is
to
the board's
Herzberg,
role
there are
and
two factors that
responsibilities.
affect motivation,
This includes
hygiene
setting
factors,
corporate
like
objectives,
salary,
formulating
job security,
strategy,
and work
appointing
conditions,
and
prevent
evaluating
dissatisfaction
executive
but don't
leadership,
increase motivation,
monitoring
and
financial
motivators,
performance,
like
and
recognition,
ensuring that
personal
internal
achievement,
controls
and
and risk
responsibility
management systems
truly
are in
enhance
place.
motivation.
The board also provides checks and
Self-determination
balances
theory,
against
SDT,
executive power,
emphasizes three
ensuring
key
no
elements
single
that
individual
foster
or
intrinsic
group can
motivation.
unilaterally dominate
1.
decision-making.
Autonomy, the
The
sense
rights
of
of
having
shareholders
control
are
over one's
another
work.
essential part of governance
2.
scope.
Competence,
Corporate
feeling
governance
capable and
frameworks
effective in
ensure
achieving goals.
that shareholders are
3.
provided with
Relatedness,
timely
feeling
and accurate
connected and supported
information,
by others.
are allowed to vote on
3.
critical matters,
Psychological
and have
benefits of
mechanisms
motivation.
to hold the board
When
accountable.
motivation is
Equally
high,
important
employees
is the protection
experience
of
several
minority
psychological
shareholders,
benefits.
whose voices may
Increased
otherwise
job
be ignored in
satisfaction,
favor of
motivated
larger
employees
investors.
tend to be happier
Governance
with their
systems
jobs,
seek to
which leads
ensure
to
that
higher
all
performance.
shareholders are
Better
treated
mental
fairly
health.
and
A motivated
equitably.
workforce has
Beyond
lower stress and
shareholders,
anxiety
the
levels
scope of
because they
corporate
feel more
governance
engaged
extends
and
to other
fulfilled.
stakeholders such as
Higher
employees,
productivity.
customers,
Employees who are
suppliers,
motivated
creditors,
are more likely to go
regulators,
above and beyond
and
in
the
their
wider
roles,
community.
leading to
This
improved
broader
results for both
stakeholder
individuals
approach
and the
reflects a
organization.
shift from purely shareholder-centric models to more
Understanding the
inclusive
psychology of
systems that
motivation is
recognize
essential
the
for maintaining a
interdependence
productive
between a
and happy
company
work
and
environment.
its social,
By fostering both
environmental,
intrinsic
and
and
economic
extrinsic motivation,
ecosystem. Stakeholder
organizations can help
engagement and
employees reach their
responsiveness
full
are
potential,
thus central
while
to modern
individuals can
governance.
find more
The ethical
satisfaction and
framework of the
purpose in their
company
work.
also falls within the
Thank you.
governance scope. This includes establishing a code of ethics, promoting a culture of integrity, managing conflicts of interest, and encouraging responsible corporate behavior. Ethical governance goes beyond legal compliance to address the expectations of society and uphold the reputation and trustworthiness of the organization. The
Good
scope
morning,
of
everyone.
governance also includes
My
risk
name is
management
Putri
and
Veronica.
internal
Today,
control
we'll be
systems.
discussing
Good
something
governance
fundamental
requires
to both our
identifying,
personal and
assessing,
professional lives,
and
work
mitigating a
motivation.
wide array of risks:
1.
financial,
What is work
operational, legal,
Work
strategic,
motivation refers to the internal
cybersecurity,
and external
and
factors that
reputational.
stimulate
The
people
board
to
plays a
engage in
critical
work-related
oversight role in
behavior.
ensuring that
It's
effective
what drives us to
systems
perform
are in place
tasks,
to manage
pursue goals,
both
and remain
routine
committed
and
to our
emerging
work.
risks. While
There
the
are two
audit
primary
committee
types of
often supports
motivation.
this function with
Intrinsic
independent
motivation.
assessments,
This comes from within.
transparency and
When we
disclosure
are
form
motivated by
another
personal
critical
satisfaction
component
or
within
the
the scope
enjoyment of
of
the task
corporate
itself,
governance.
we are intrinsically
Transparency
motivated.
refers to open communication
Extrinsic
regarding
motivation.
financial
This
performance,
comes from external
corporate
factors
strategy,
like rewards,
governance
recognition,
practices,
or avoiding
executive
negative
remuneration,
consequences.
and
Both
significant
types are
events that may
important,
impact
but for long-term
stakeholders.
engagement,
Full and honest
intrinsic
disclosure
motivation
builds
often plays
trust,
a more significant
reduces
role.
information asymmetry,
2.
and
Psychological
ensures
theories of work
informed
motivation.
decision-making by
Several
investors and
psychological
other
theories help
interested
explain
parties.
how
The
motivation
scope of
works.
governance also
Maslow's
includes
hierarchy of
risk
needs.
management
Maslow
and
believed
internal
that people are
control
motivated
systems.
by fulfilling
Good
a
governance
series of
requires
needs,
identifying,
from basic physiological
assessing,
needs to higher
and
level
mitigating
needs
a
like
wide array of risks:
self-actualization.
financial,
In the
operational,
workplace,
legal,
employees must have their
strategic,
basic needs met before they
cybersecurity,
can focus
and
on personal
reputational.
growth or
The
career
board plays a
development.
critical oversight role in
Herzberg's
ensuring
two-factor
that
theory,
effective
according to
systems
Herzberg,
are in
there are
place
two
to
factors
manage
that affect
both
motivation,
routine and
hygiene
emerging
factors,
risks.
like
While the
salary,
audit
job
committee
security,
often
and work
supports this
conditions,
function
prevent
with independent
dissatisfaction but don't
assessments,
increase
transparency
motivation, and
and disclosure
motivators,
form
like
another
recognition,
critical
personal
component within the
achievement,
scope
and
of corporate
responsibility,
governance.
truly enhance
Transparency
motivation.
refers to open communication
Self-determination
regarding
theory,
financial performance, corporate
emphasizes
strategy,
three key
governance
elements that
practices,
foster intrinsic
executive
motivation.
remuneration,
1.
and significant
Autonomy, the
events
sense
that
of
may
having
impact
control over one's
stakeholders.
work.
Full and honest
2.
disclosure builds
Competence,
trust,
feeling capable and
reduces
effective in
information
achieving goals.
asymmetry, and ensures
3.
informed
Relatedness,
decision-making
feeling
by
connected
investors
and
and
supported
other
by others.
interested parties. Compliance
3.
with legal
Psychological
and
benefits of
regulatory
motivation.
frameworks is
When
also a
motivation is
central
high,
part of the
employees
governance scope.
experience several
Companies
psychological
must
benefits.
operate within the boundaries of
Increased
national
job
and
satisfaction,
international laws,
motivated
including
employees
those
tend to be
relating
happier
to
with their
corporate
jobs,
structure,
which leads to higher
securities,
performance.
taxation, labor,
Better mental health.
anti-corruption,
A motivated workforce
environmental
has lower
protection,
stress and
and
anxiety
data
levels
privacy.
because they feel more
Corporate
engaged
governance
and
ensures
fulfilled.
that companies have
Higher
the internal
productivity.
mechanisms
Employees
to
who are
monitor
motivated are
compliance
more
and
likely to go
avoid
above and
legal
beyond in their
breaches
roles,
that could
leading
result
to
in
improved
fines,
results for both
penalties,
individuals
or
and the
reputational
organization.
damage. Executive
Conclusion.
remuneration and performance
Understanding the psychology of
evaluation fall
motivation
within
is
the
essential for
governance
maintaining a
scope
productive
as
and
well.
happy work
How
environment.
executives are
By
compensated
fostering both
and how their
intrinsic and
performance
extrinsic
is
motivation,
assessed can influence
organizations can
corporate
help
behavior
employees reach their full
significantly.
potential,
Good
while
governance
individuals
promotes
can
fair,
find more
transparent,
satisfaction and purpose in their work.
performance-linked
Good morning,
remuneration
everyone.
practices that align.
My name is Putri
Executive
Veronica.
incentives with
Today,
long-term
we'll be
value
discussing
creation
something
rather than
fundamental to
short-term
both
gain.